Hello, let me get rid of this. Yes, so it's me again. Actually, I haven't recorded a video in a very long time, so I'm gonna make a video about how to trade cryptos. All right. Now it's very simple. I'm sure there are many videos on the topic and the subject, but I'm doing it this time, so it's gonna be done properly. Now everyone has their own method to their own madness of their trading, and I haven't traded in quite some time. So I'm going to just tell you what I'm looking for before I enter a trade. Okay. So I'm currently trading on Binance, and there are many trading platforms out there. Binance is just one of them. And on here, you can only make a profit from buying. You know, basically, what I'm saying is you can't short the market. Okay. It's not that type of trading. So you buy low, you sell high, you make a profit. There is no shorting the market. Shorting the market is just you assuming that the market is going to depreciate and you can make money off of its depreciation. There is no money to be made off of its depreciation when it comes to Binance or any crypto trading platform that I've seen thus far. But there are other trading platforms that you can utilize, such as the foreign exchange platforms. You can utilize those platforms to uh, speculate off of the cryptocurrencies and make a profit from that. But this isn't that. This is completely different. And I'm just give you that little bit of information. So without any further ado, I'm gonna give you a little insight as to my mindset before I enter a trade. So let's just take XLM for example. I chose XLM because I'm seeing the beginnings of a good trade, or what I believe to be beginnings of a good trade. All right, so we're gonna look at the history for a moment. Let me just move my head, move my head over here. It's all right, head. You're gonna move a lot. It's okay. All right. So as you can see, earlier in the year, what was it, April? The depreciation began. Now the reason this depreciation began is because the appreciation of Bitcoin was surging, and that's what typically happens when Bitcoin appreciates in value by a lot in a short period of time. The altcoins or the coins that aren't Bitcoin, they depreciate. So essentially, investors take their money out of those coins and they invest in Bitcoin so they can make a profit. All right. They see that Bitcoin is climbing in price value. So they want to make a profit in that price value and they just invest in Bitcoin. Um, so think of it like this. I'm an investor. I have $100,000 in XLM. Um, and the price of Bitcoin is $2,000. So I can buy 50 Bitcoins at $2,000. I buy 50 Bitcoins at $2,000. The price appreciates from 2,000 to $8,000, right? So that means that my $100,000 has went up to $400,000 because the value of Bitcoin appreciated four times its initial value from 2,000 to 8,000. 2,000 times 4 is 8,000. All right. So my initial investment of 100,000 will be multiplied times 4. So that 100,000 now 400,000. So this is what many people have done between the month of April to May. And as you can see from April right here, beginning of April, there's been a depreciation. It's like a roller coaster. Just decline, 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 decline. Beginning of May, decline, 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 severe decline, bow until right here. And that's when there was some volatility. Now, this is when the volatility in market has come into play. And the reason the volatility in the market is coming into play is because the price of Bitcoin is at or around 7,500 to 8,000. So once Bitcoin levels off to a stable price range, then people will start investing into other currencies or altcoins. That's the psychology of that's basic psychology of trading in cryptos. So like around this time was May 12th, like the price of Bitcoin kind of stabilized. So people started investing in altcoins once more because people that are trading in cryptos, they want to go where the profit is. All right. Altcoins are always going to make profit when Bitcoin isn't performing well. And when Bitcoin is performing well, people are going to take money out of altcoins and throw it into Bitcoin. All right. That's that in a nutshell. So right around May, let's just say, not going to say May 12th. Let's say May 9th. If someone would have entered this trade right here at 51, 51257 and got out of the trade at 55247, that's about what, almost a 10% increase. It's about 9% increase, about 9 to 10% increase if that exchange would have happened. And honestly, 9 10% appreciation of any type of investment is really good, and that's something that was made over the course of one day. So on the ninth, the value was the lowest. The value the XLM was 5023, and in one day on 10th, the highest value was 55247. That's a 10% increase over the course of 24 hours. That's good money. All right. You can't make 10% off an investment in the bank like in one day. That's not going to happen. You can't make a 10% investment in a bank within a year. Okay. So this is the benefit of trading in cryptos. Right. And that was just that day. So let's move on to the next day. Right. So let's say, hypothetically speaking, that same trader sold at 55 like 247. They sold there, and the price of Bitcoin, not Bitcoin, XLM Stellar depreciated to 50814, right? And they bought in, and the price kept going down. They didn't make any money. They didn't sell because the price kept going down, and they want to make a profit. So they're going to hold their position of 508 something, right? So they wait 2 days, one day, 2 day. Then the price appreciates to around, let's see, around 55986. That's another 10%. So that's 10% in one day. And 3 days later, they made another 10% off of their investment, which is crazy. And they sold. And then they enter uh, when the price goes to 5110 and sell when the price was at 5702. That's like a 12% increase. You see, this is volatility. Volatility is very important when trading cryptos because that shows that there is a trading value, all right, and good trading value in a coin. Where there's good trading value in a coin and volatility in a particular crypto asset, there's room to make money, especially when it's hovering at or around 10%. You can get 10% gains over the course of every day. That's great profits. You could turn $1,000 into $1,500 in a week. you know, that's which is really good. And all you're doing is trading. It's great. So yeah. So this happened. There was a lot of volatility there. There's opportunities. At least one, two, three, four. At least five opportunities to make money between May 8th and May 26th. All right. But at around May 26th, there hasn't been much action. If you can't make around 5%, then it's not much action. It's definitely not worth getting into the trade. At least by my standpoints, I'm trying to get 10%. And so right now we reached like a bottom. It's a little bottom here. Bottom is just a term to utilize. And trading just means that the price has stabilized at or around this much, and it doesn't go beyond that much. So this is pretty much where the bottom is. The price has not dipped below 48302 for Stellar. So provided that you get in around that price, you'll be good as long as it appreciates by 10%. You make a little profit there. And I'm assuming that this will stay, it won't stay like this for very long because the price of Bitcoin has pretty much stabilized and there's going to be a little more trading volume with altcoins. Now, this is just one altcoin. There are many altcoins out there, especially on Binance and other platforms, but this is just one. And I got it in, I bought in at around, it looks like I bought in at around, let's see, looks like 51068, I think. I'm not even 100% sure. But yeah, I bought in at around that much. And I bought 454 shares pretty much of Stellar, which isn't a lot of money. It's only like $57, right? But you have to start somewhere. And I have set my price to sell at 566.75, which is a 10% increase. The way you do that, or the way you do that math, is simply just by pulling up a calculator. Now, this is my calculator. Just waiting for it to load. And we're just gonna do a little quick evaluation. So let's just say 51123 zeros, all right, times 10%, 0.1. All right, so we're gonna add that to our buying price is 512. All right, so you want to trade at or around 56100 to get a 10% increase. You know, I have mine set to 56675. So it's around 11% increase for me. I like to get at least 1% more than my take home value because I have to pay for fees. Okay. So because of trading fees, I'm shooting for 11%. All right. All right. So that's that percentage wise. Now we're going to look at the spreadsheet I created. It's a Google Doc spreadsheet, which is a form of Excel, an Excel spreadsheet. All right. And as you can see, I have my initial investment here at $57. Provided I get a 10% gain, I'll get a profit of $5.70. And my investment plus my profit would be $62.70 that I could utilize for my next trade. All right. Now, these numbers here, they're all just different trades. This is investment of one trade with a 10% gain. The profit, the investment in the profit is going to be used for my next trade. Then I do the same thing. The investment in profit is going to use for my next trade, and so on and so on and so on and so on. And I'm only going to do 10% because I'm comfortable with 10%. Now, granted, I'll miss out on a lot of money if a coin doubles or triples overnight. A lot of money. But I mean, that's just a risk I take. And honestly, if I was a full-time trader and I'm just watching trades all day, I would not automatically set my sell limits, which are automatically sales that you input, except for when I went to sleep, because I'll be watching this 24/7. you know, but I'm not one of those traders. Starting over from the bottom, and I'm just getting my feet wet again. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you have $2,000 and you want to enter into trading. All right. Now I'll set up these uh, algebraics algorithms so that everything automatically populates. As you can see, everything automatically populates once I change one of my investments. So let's say your investment is $2,000 with a 10% gain. That's a $200 profit, and your profit plus your investment is $2,200 to use for your next trade. All right, and these trades can happen within days of succession, within weeks, or within months of succession. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you conducted, let's say, 15 trades in the last month. Let's say 15 trades in the last 2 months. You can turn $2,000 into $7,595 just by getting a 10% profit on 15 trades, which is great, especially if it can be done in 2 months. Now, the odds of 15 trades being conducted at 10% within 2 months, I don't think it's slim, but the odds of you actually selecting the right coin that's going to appreciate at that value every time, that's going to be a little tricky. And that comes with just your knowledge of different assets, different crypto assets. And also, with the more money that you have to place on different assets, the more potential profit you stand to gain. So, hypothetically speaking, let's say one of these spreadsheets just represents one coin. If you have $2,000 to invest on 5 different coins, which is $10,000, $2,000 to invest on 5 different coins, these are profits that can be made off of uh, 15 trades off of 5 different coins. So your $2,000 investment will turn into 7,000, pretty much $7,600, 5 times over. So your $10,000 investment will turn into, let's see, 7, 6 times 5, $38,000, which is really good. All right. So this is just to give you insight of how to trade, how to speculate a coin or a crypto asset before you actually trade it. And I hope this information was valuable to you and that you're able to receive a bit of knowledge from it. If you have any questions, always feel free to comment and in the suggestion box below or the comment box below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I'm going to be conducting these videos a lot more often now, just so you can track my success, and so you can feel free to chime in and comment, or if you have any advice for my trades, I mean, I'll accept that as well. Everything is much accepted. It's all a learning experience, and I'm here to help. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this video. Have a great day. Keep trading.